Hi and welcome to the latest episode of the Lisburn Distillery TV Match Highlight Show.
In this edition we'll be reviewing last Saturday's fourth round Irish Cup tie between Lisburn Distillery and Albert Foundry.
This particular game was of special significance to manager Colin McEwen of Lisburn Distillery in that he was a former manager of Albert Foundry. Here's the highlights.
Well, Colin, no upset. We did it. We're in the next round with the big boys, and hopefully we will get a big boys. But let's talk about the game. It took a while to settle in, did it not?
It did. First sort of 10 minutes or so, we went a goal behind, to be honest. And
Scruffy low.
Jonah got his hand to it, couldn't keep it out in the end. And Paul finished off in the back of the net. And at that point in time, I was thinking to myself, please don't let it be one of these days. But to the guys' credit, I think they settled well after that and took the upper hand of the game.
Of course, and let's talk about the moment, the ultimate moment. The Lisburn Distillery TV moment.
Which is what?
That screamer, that goal.
Oh, well,
Let's talk.
Let's talk about the goal.
discuss.
Fantastic goal by Aaron Harris. Absolute screamer. Good 25 yards out. What do you make of it?
Sensational. Absolutely wonderful. Fantastic. Amazing. And it brought us level and was so good because we eventually got the penalty just before half time.
Yeah.
I don't want to say put it in the bag because we still needed a bizarre own goal. Or are you going to give it?
Yeah, we've had a look at the own goal, to be honest, and I think Timmy Clark deserves it. The ball was going in. The SR player headed it on the goal line, but he headed it upwards into the roof of the net. So
The be fair, I was reviewing this, and Timothy, a nice sweet strike, came from a field corner, came back, smashed it off the player who was trying to defend, who actually did score the goal for Albert Foundry. It smashed off him. And it just deflected and just hovered, and then headed it into his own net. But we're going to give it to Timmy.
We're going to give it to Timmy. Timmy, well done.
Well done, son.
You,
well done. Give me a 3-1. Next round, the big boys will come for you.
Exactly. We did also hit the bar at a couple of occasions, so I mean the score could have been more than 3-1, to be honest. We're happy enough for a 3-1, but it could be more.
Absolutely. It was there was a moment in the match, you were talking about hitting the bar, the crossbar to be example, it was just Matthew. Tried so hard, he was just, I'm trying to remember correctly, one-on with the keeper he has 1 point, but he kind of, in order to take a softer touch, he kind of like brought away from the net.
Right.
And he just knew he had to cross it.
Yes.
And
Paul Young was there.
Yeah, just on the bar. Just on the bar.
Unlucky. Some days they go in, some days they don't.
And unfortunately it didn't, but we still won 3-1.
And we're in the next round, that's the important thing.
Yes.
Alan, well done first of all, and congratulations on making the 5th round of the Irish Cup. Wasn't without a fright though.
No, we started off really well, and all of a sudden we're one down, but I don't think it was a free kick, but you don't get them ones, but we've done really, really well to bounce back to get them in.
We won 3-1 in the end. We hit the bar a couple of times as well. We could have won 5 or 6 at the end. I thought we played very well overall.
Yes, same as last week too, but up at Sporting Leisure we played really, really well again, defended well, attacked really well, missed chances last week, but in the end we're in the next round of the Cup, and that was the most important thing.
I think the last few games we've seen the team starting to really gel. I think, to be honest, we're starting to look much more like a team unit. I know we've been getting results, which has been great, but I think the performances have improved. What's your feelings on?
In training, we're working on stuff like that. We're working on shape and stuff, and you have to work on shape. You don't work on shape, you're all over the place, and you get beaten authority. So it's all going good at the minute, so hopefully it continues. And
a big game this week coming up against Banbridge Town. Massive game in terms of the Premier Intermediate League.
Yep. Sporting Leisure last week we got a win. I think that's 3 wins in a row or something. So next week we'll have to go down there, and the most important thing again is the 3 points. Big game for us, big game.
Alan, thanks for talking to us today. All the best. So that brings us to the end of this edition of the Lisburn Distillery TV Match Highlight Show.
I've been Michael McDonald.
I've been Colin Hopkins. Thanks so much for joining us.
Come on, you whites.